Hey, and welcome to Paytime with Robin and African Payment Solutions. Today, I hope you're doing well today. Today I'm going to talk about the vertical potentials and opportunities across Sub-Saharan Africa. Let's start with retail. Retail has been incredibly successful in the core territories of South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya. Giant-size e-commerce companies like Takealot, Jumia, Safaricom's Masoko, they're mostly well advanced. They're big players across the continent, and they are paving the way really for international e-commerce companies to come across to Sub-Saharan Africa. These large companies are educating consumers, getting logistics in place, getting the payment systems linked up. So this is a big opportunity for international players to be able to open up their payment across the continent. And then tourism and travel, obviously, as a result of COVID, that's was really badly hit by COVID. And but I imagine over time it will come back again, possibly not in the biggest way that it was before, and particularly on the medium term. But booking engines, airline bookings, just tourism and travel generally are one of the biggest, or were one of the biggest contributors to GDP in many sub-Saharan African countries. Then, obviously, because digital is a lot easier in Africa as a result of the lower infrastructure, betting and gambling is very popular, and it's not affected by infrastructure. So the lack of infrastructure doesn't affect it too badly, and it's obviously been very popular for Africans to be able to log on their phones and to be able to gamble, bet on sports events and so on. So also mad about soccer. Africans are mad about soccer. So betting on that is a popular form of entertainment. Then deliveries and ride sharing. Transport is kind of a base layer for the economies across sub-Saharan Africa, and relatively underdeveloped transport infrastructure provides lots of opportunities for private service provision of kind of aggregator platforms like Bolt and Uber and others, locally homegrown ones, for facilitating deliveries and ride sharing. Then pay TV is massive. DSTV is obviously the biggest player across the continent, but Netflix and any others are most likely going to expand across Africa because there's a high demand for consuming content, and as smartphones and the cost of data comes down, those will be a high growth area. We've seen a number of those. It's like you pay a subscription for a month or a year, and then you get a whole stack of channels. So there have been quite a few of those approaching us for payments across the continent. Then logistics, couriers, that's a really important component. As e-commerce and commerce grows, and particularly with COVID, the requirement for shipping goods and delivering goods, collecting them, has become exponentially greater. Companies like DHL have good coverage of sub-Saharan Africa, and anybody who's delivering has had pretty much a big boom over the last 4 to 5 months. Then there's one that I've thought of that I haven't seen too much of, but insurance. I think insurance is finding new markets across Africa, and kind of Africans have struggled historically because, if it's, for example, agriculture-based economies where you've got shocks that come with droughts and adverse conditions and so on. And so in order to smooth out those shocks, cushioning Africans against the shocks, I think insurance is going to become quite a popular product, which would require online payment, and particularly digital and smart contract-based insurance platforms. I think the digital guys are coming out with some fantastic ways of using the blockchain to provide insurance in a kind of marketplace manner. Well, that's all from me today. I hope you've had that was insightful for you, or gave you a couple of extra insights into how the economy and e-commerce across this sub-Saharan Africa continent is evolving. And so if you're looking for payment, give us a shout at africanpaymentsolutions.com, and we will get you paid at the checkout. Thank you. Have an awesome day.